friends, my name is Dr. Tchounzou. I'm working with the Regional Hospital Limbe and the Boya Faculty of Health Sciences. I wish to talk to you like a friend about reproductive health, and my target is you, young boys and young girls, those who have not yet been involved in sex and those who are involved already. Let us start by saying what we understand by reproductive health. The reproductive health deals with the knowledge of the reproductive organs, their functions when they are not sick, and also the pathology which involve the reproductive organs. Not only the pathology, but also the way of satisfying that reproductive part of the life, emotionally, physically, and mentally. It is natural that with growth, you reach a certain age, you have a new need, which is a need of sexuality. And this need of sexuality combined satisfying everything that make a female being different of a male, and also being involved in physical sex. When you are ready to do so, then you will ask yourself questions. When I am involved in sex, does it expose me to anything good only, or also to things that can jeopardize my future? Let me mention one or two things that can make sex being considered something like a jeopardy to your life. Unwanted pregnancy, sexually transmitted diseases. Today we are going to focus on unwanted pregnancy. All the methods used to avoid pregnancy when you are not ready for are called contraceptive methods. Contraceptive method could be divided in two main groups: the natural contraception and the modern or artificial contraceptive methods. The natural methods are all the methods that uses nothing exogenous to the body. You use the knowledge of your menstrual cycle, the control of your body temperature, or other things like cervical mucus to be able to detect when you are in danger of having an unwanted pregnancy, and you take measures to avoid having sexual contact at that precise moment. But we are saying here that natural method, though advantageous due to the fact that they will bring you no physical side effect, are more prone to expose you to unwanted pregnancy. That is why our main topic will be based on artificial or modern contraception. So we are going to talk about modern contraception. And modern contraceptive methods are classified into several methods. The first one, which we can call barrier methods or condoms. This is a sample of male condoms, and this is a sample of female condoms. The two offers the advantage of not only protecting you from unwanted pregnancy, but also protecting you against sexually transmitted diseases, the most severe and the most debilitating one being HIV. and AIDS. So condoms are found free of charges in all family planning units in public hospitals for many years now. They are free, they are offered free to everybody. And if you take the example of Cameroon, you have family planning unit in all health institutions, starting from health centers, district hospitals, regional hospitals, and reference hospitals. The cost, I repeat again, is free. You can get it every time you want. Apart from barrier methods like condoms, which we say is free and which is very suitable for the youth, I don't know any side effect. Let me joke a bit about the side effect that young people always mention, that it looks like it reduces the sexual pleasure. We can talk about sexual pleasure as something which is purely psychological. And if you know in your mind that sex without condom exposes you to diseases, it makes that when you are having sex without protection, psychologically you will be more concerned about the diseases, and you may not even reach the pleasure you are looking for. And when you know that you are not only protected against diseases but against unwanted pregnancy, this should be a stimulant that will make protection even more advantageous. Apart from barrier methods, which we say exist in the form of male and female condoms, we have pills. Pills, we have two types of pills: oral pills. Oral pills, this is a sample of combined oral pills. Microgenome is a sample of combined oral pills. That means it contains the two main types of hormones of the female, estrogens and progesterone combined. It is either, you have either plackets of 28 or 21. When it is 28, then you have 21 which are hormonal and 7 which represents pills, which represent iron. When you choose, or when you are prescribed a 28 placket pill, it means that you should never stop. You start with the 21 which have a brown color, and you end with the one who are red, which are iron. The iron are only there to make you not to forget that you have pills to take and to prepare for next menses. Ideally, you start the pills with the first day of your menses, and you start the next placket the next menses. What are some advantages of the pills? When you are taking pills, it may render your menstrual cycle more regular. It doesn't interfere with sexual intercourse, and at times those who are taking it have advantages of not having mild problem on the breast. The side effects, it could give you some intermenstrual bleeding, which is called metrorrhagia. But apart from that, the only disadvantages is that you take it every day. If you choose to take pills, you should know it is every day at the same time. The cost of the pill in the family planning units of all public institutions, 100 francs per month. And we have said that in certain circumstances, like if you are raped, you could also take it as emergency pill. But we'll come back to emergency pills. When you want to take this combined contraceptive as emergency pills, you have to take up to 12 tablets per day, to be repeated for 3 to 5 days. You have other type of pills which we don't have here, which are progesterone only pills. That too you have to take from the first day of your menses or the first 5 days of your menses, and they can also be found at the same cost. That means 100 francs. You have injectable pills which contains only progesterone. The most popular of them is Depo-Provera or sterile medroxyprogesterone. Medroxyprogesterone, which is the scientific name, also Depo-Provera. We have 25 vials inside here. It costs 150 francs every 3 months, so it is almost free. Of course, you have advantages, almost the same advantages like what I have said with the pills, and the side effects are mostly that it could stop the flow of your menses for several months. But apart from stopping the flow of your menses, it doesn't expose you to any other thing. Women have also signaled the fact that it could make them put on weight, but that is not true for everybody. And if people are well selected from the beginning, they may not suffer that side effect. We have other type of hormonal contraception, which we call implants. We have the 2-stick implants now, which is called Jadelle. Lady Jadelle is containing a particular type of progesterone pill which we call levonorgestrel. These 2 implants can be inserted under local anesthesia at the anterior face of your, is it your arm? Your arm, yes. And yes, and it could last for 5 years, maximum of 5 years. But when you have inserted it, you are free to remove it every time you want. And when you remove it, the fertility comes back latest 6 months after. You have normal fertility. Side effects are the same like Depo-Provera, that means menses disorder. But if you know about the menses disorder, that does not seem to be a combines barrier and other method, which is intrauterine core device. This is a sample of a T-copper device. The T-copper device is a method which does not use hormones, but it uses the property of copper vis-a-vis of sperm cells, and also the inflammatory effect on the endometrium to serve as a contraceptive. So this could be inserted in your womb, that means in your uterus, to prevent pregnancy at each moment. The advantages of this is that unlike hormonal method, it will never induce weight gain. It will not induce menses disorder. The only thing which is attached to that is that because it is a foreign body which is inserted into your womb, it could favor infection. So the precaution we take is that at regular interval, when you have put on coil device, you have to screen for infection. This one is found in the family planning unit at the cost of 2,000. I didn't say any talk about the price of Jadel. The Jadel is 4,000 in the family planning units. We have some more other ones.
So what's the durability of the copper?
The copper T can still be efficient 10 years after, and the new ones are even said to be able to remain efficient for up to 13 years. 13 years. So it's a long-term method.
I mean, maybe you should focus about, you should talk a little bit on condom breakage as well, because these are some of the problems that come up as well in cases of emergency contraception.
Thank you. To talk about emergency situation, of course, when you choose a method, each of these methods, you go to the family planning units where they will demonstrate how you use female and male condoms. Talking about the technique of use include what to do when there is breakage, of a condom, for instance. If a condom breaks down during sexual intercourse, it means that you are now exposed either to sexually transmitted diseases or to unwanted pregnancy. To prevent unwanted pregnancy, you take emergency pills, and the emergency pills include combined oral contraceptive. Is the least used because you will take a high dose which can have side effects, but you have emergency pills in the terms of levonorgestrel in high dose. This is a sample of one which is called Novel. Novel is an emergency contraceptive. You can take either 75 microgram 12 hourly or 1.5 milligram at a single dose within 72 hours maximum after following the accident, within 72 hours, and the earliest is the best. And if you were under a particular method of contraceptive and you have that, when you take the emergency contraceptive, you don't stop your usual method. You continue your usual method. If the Novel, that means the levonorgestrel, is not available, you can also insert a coil device. You can insert the coil device till the next menses. And for the coil, if you are using the coil device as emergency contraceptive method, you can go up to 5 days following the accident.
Okay, so like there are a lot of young people who turn to emergency contraceptives, like drinking huge amounts of salt, drinking a lot of whiskey, or taking other drugs that are used to cure illnesses that are not scientifically proven to prevent pregnancy. What do you have to say about that?
I have to tell them that they should stop it because it could be dangerous for their life. Taking alcohol or salt, or these have no proven effects Because when they are taking it, nothing tells them that it goes into the uterus. It enters their whole system, and we know the danger of high doses of alcohol or salt into the body. It can happen that because of the teratonic or the toxicity effect of those drugs or those potions that they take, they may start bleeding, but this does not guarantee them of an abortion, and furthermore it exposes them to other hazards in their bodies, so they should stop it. It has happened that we had to remove the womb of young girls because of they inserting potions into their vagina or taking drugs that will cause necrosis of their, necrosis means death of the body. So you see, they should simply go into family planning unit where they will receive advice. Now, some other young girls and boys are shy to go into these family planning units because they feel that it will, those working in this unit will betray them to their parents. I take the opportunity here to say that people working in the hospital are trained to keep secrecy, even for those who are having sex without the knowledge of their parents. Confidentiality is guaranteed. We are not saying that we encourage people to do things against their parents, but we are saying that it's better again to go into these units where you will have advice until the day, even those, because family planning units are both for married and unmarried people. I just want to say that I have just spoken to my friends.
Okay, so everybody is free to come to the family planning unit?
Of course.
You're not going to be judged?
You will never be judged.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.